Mr. President, dear Markku, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me a chance to discuss with you on SDGs and sustainability development. I must admit that during this mandate, the Commission has changed partially its working methods. And one of the changes we have done is to upgrade or increase our cooperation between cities and regions. Because we have realized that many of our policy goals are dependent on the active implementations, but also individual innovations made by cities, mayors and regions. So that's why we have established several cooperating platforms between Commission and cities and regions. For instance, circular economy is one of the examples where cities are front runners, creating new ways to deal with waste and creating new ways to run public procurement processes, for instance. So that's why I'm always very glad to participate the events of this body, because I find Committee of the Regions and our cities as a major implementing partner and innovation partner. Without this close link, much would, or we could not achieve the same goals as what we have planned to do. Let me say a couple of words on SDG policy, which is, by the way, or the sustainability is part of our DNA, EU's DNA. If you look at our treaties, if you look at our policies, you can easily agree with this. So sustainability is part of EU's DNA. We want to work in two work streams. The first one is to mainstream sustainable development goals in the European policy framework and Commission priorities. The second work stream is the reflection paper, which I may say a couple of words later on. First, regarding mainstreaming. Juncker Commission has mainstreamed sustainable development into key cross-cutting agendas, but also sectoral policies and initiatives. Let me give you a couple of examples of those sectoral policies. Circular economy is one of the examples, which includes steps for changing consumption and production patterns by focusing on the design of products, waste management, and increasing consumer awareness. Second is the EU plastics strategy and the legislation on single-use plastics, which will protect the environment from plastic pollution while fostering growth and innovation. The renewed EU bioeconomy strategy will help to improve, scale up the sustainable use of renewable resources. Also, sustainable finance. Hopefully, you have managed to find it, because I believe that sustainable finance initiatives may be the biggest single initiative which will change the world. The investment plan for Europe as a last example, which has boosted investment for Europe's future, for instance, in renewable energy, circular economy, the digitization, innovation, and social entrepreneurship. A couple of words about our reflection paper towards a sustainable Europe by 2030. It presents a vision for sustainable European future for the European Union. We published it in January this year together with Vice President Frans Timmermans. The paper forms part of the discussion on the future of Europe. Its aim is to inspire the discussion on the political priorities post-2019. It also contains different scenarios which offer ideas to spur the debate and thinking. And we are thankful for your contribution, and especially I would like to thank Rapporteur Arnoldas Abramovicius and all members of Econ Commission for draft opinion and for inviting Commission to exchange views on the basis of your report. This is exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what Commission wanted, to promote debate, collect good ideas, and also help to get ideas how we could reshape our policies beyond this political mandate. So I do appreciate your hard work also in this file. But my final point I want to make is the localization of SDGs. 2030 Agenda and its Sustainable Development Goals are a collaborative blueprint that needs to be taken forward in partnership with all, including the private sector, social partners, civil society, academia, and citizens at large. 2030 Agenda underlies the national ownership is key to achieving sustainable development. Public authorities at national, regional and local levels are in a key position as progress on sustainable development goals depends largely on their, or I should say, your action. As pointed out in the draft opinion of this committee, 65% of 169 targets of SDGs need local and regional engagement and actions in order to be achieved. At subnational or local level, decision makers have to make sustainable development a reality. This means balancing its participatory social, economic and environmental dimension. Subnational entities and cities are key players in the implementation of SDGs on the ground. That's why, and also honoring our president here, I would like to mention or repeat what he already said. The region Uusimaa in southern Finland has been selected the most innovative area or the region in the world. So why I'm mentioning this, not only because of the president, not only because I'm Finn, but because innovations are coming from regions. Every single innovation happens in some particular point of geography. So that's why it's good that there is a competition between the regions and cities who are the most innovation-driven economies. Because without this competition, there is no innovation, there is no SDG achievements. Also, honoring the coming presidency, Finnish presidency, Lahti was selected not only because of this, or not at all because of becoming presidency, but the Finnish middle-sized town Lahti was elected as a green capital of Europe. And again, this is a town where they have purified the lake water. If you are walking around the lake, you can drink the lake water. And they have get rid of coal as part of the energy production. They are using only renewable sources for energy production, etc., etc. Again, without this local effort, there wouldn't be new innovations, there wouldn't be new business models, there wouldn't be growth, which is based on more sustainable model. So that's why I cannot highlight enough the importance of local authorities on achieving SDG goals. Thank you very much.